I'm Yolly, thank you for joining me today. If you've clicked on this video, you are interested in seeing the contents of this Paint Markers Artful box. So in order to just skip straight to that contents bit, I will put the timestamp in the description of when the unboxing actually starts, but stick around if you want to know a bit more about Artful. So Artful is, they're calling themselves an art school in a box, so it is an arty subscription box that is on a quarterly basis. Now, I believe it's usually $39.95 every 3 months. Do I think that's worth it? Possibly not, particularly not recently. I signed up for a yearly deal that made it way less. I think like, I can't remember, I think maybe it was like £30 per box, which I suppose is still quite a lot actually. I don't know if I've particularly found it worth it so far. What you can do, which is quite good, is if you don't love the theme that's coming out, you can select a different previous box instead, and I think they did used to be a bit stronger than they are now, so it's probably worth doing, to be fair. But I saw it was paint markers, and from my understanding, that's going to be a bit like Posca pens, like those Posca acrylic pens, which I've actually been kind of looking at saving to get myself a nice pack of them, so I thought I would go ahead with this Paint Markers box just in case this happens to be on the level. And I think, you know, if they're trying to say that this should be $39.95, it should be, really, shouldn't it? But we shall see. I was in the Lakes last weekend, and there was a shop that had Artful and Paper Gang boxes in, and I'd never seen that before. Has anyone else seen that before? I was like really surprised. I don't know why. I guess it makes sense that suppliers would get them in and sell them, but yeah, I just didn't expect to see it. I've only ever seen it through, you know, subscription boxy kind of through the door kind of style. Anyway, so yeah, I was surprised to see that. So I am quite intrigued by this one. As I said, I do feel like a bit like the quality's gone a bit downhill. That mixed media one that was that the last one? It's hard to keep track when it's every 3 months. I thought that was rubbish. So yes, hopefully this will bring it back a bit. I'm not sure if this is my last one or I'm due one more now. It's confusing when you sign up for a year, but they're only every 3 months. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on and we're going to dig in. Doo-doo. Okay, another problem I have. Here we go. They used to, if you've maybe go and see, I'm trying to think which versions of it. Definitely go and look at old unboxings of Artful boxes. It used to be beautiful, like you'd open it and the presentation was like, it already felt like you were getting your money's worth immediately. Look at this in comparison. I promise I'm not looking to be negative. I just have like, that's not this like it used to, yeah. Have a look at an old one, you'll see what I mean. Right, I'm going to stop moaning and let's look what's inside. Right, so they've started shoving advert-y things in, not interested. Shove them to the side. We always get 4 blank envelopes and cards to make your own cards with. A very mini pad of cartridge paper compared to usual. Not as thick as I was expecting for acrylic pens. 140 GSM. Okay. Oh, is this it? Wow, okay. Let's hope these pens are really good quality. We've got the magazine as always. We'll have a little flick through that at the end, and a pencil. Wow. So, yeah, let's hope these pens are banging, eh? Because that's it. That is it. So let's look at the pens first, and then let's look through the magazine. But the pencil is a 4H, which is good. I'm starting to understand the differences between pencils now, and I need a hard one, so that is good. I'm going to just use this ongoing pad I have to do the testing. So at least there's a pouch. At least they haven't just been shoved in. Silver lining. Oh, okay. So in here we have the marker pens. So how many are there? We've got, I'll put the pouch up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so for 40 quid, you get 10 pens, a pencil, and the magazine, and the pencil, the paper. So I really hope these are good. Right, So I wonder if you have to do, let's see, so it says here, shake well before use, replace cap when not in use, push down to flood nib. So this could take a while, huh? Okay, that just took like a few minutes to just do 2. So I don't know if I have that sort of time now to do that for all of them. So let's try out these 2 for now and see where we get up to. So. Okay, so they seem pretty good. So in terms of quality, I mean, I've only used Posca pens once at a course I went to, and so in terms of comparison, I don't have loads of experience with marker pens, but you know, it's kind of gliding across the paper well enough to be able to, I guess, do like a block of colour. It's not particularly, so like, yeah, it's not bleeding through or anything. So we've got a bit of a tester there of a purple and a blue. I'm afraid I don't think I've got it in me to do this with all of them right now. If anyone really is interested in looking at them all, let me know and maybe I can do another video. But right now, I don't think I've got it in me to do that. But yeah, so they seem all right. And do you know what? The colours themselves are nice, actually. Wow. If we look at the colours themselves, they're almost kind of a mixture of kind of pastel-y and a bit more bright. I do like the colours. Interesting that they're not that varied. So we've got like 4 kind of purpley pinky ones, 2 blue ones, but I do like the colours. Interesting it's not black. I would have liked a black, I think. Especially because I don't have a black paint pen. I suppose worst case you'd just use actual paint, but yeah, weird to not have a black actually. Yeah, so they seem, yeah, quality wise, I don't know if you can tell from just looking at that and just 2 of the colours, but they seem pretty good. But what we can do is have a bit of a look through the magazine. So usually these are quite decent. Got a forward. So yeah, it's confirming that they're soft nib pens filled with acrylic paint. Simple to use. Contents. So they used to include at the very front like the contents with the value of it. So it's interesting that they've removed that. I wonder if there's a bit of admission in that the value isn't there as much as it used to be, maybe. I don't know. But I think it's strange that they had that for so long and then they removed it. I think it just kind of flags a bit of a question mark of, okay, are we not getting the same value? Is that why you've upped the price? See, it's here. They haven't got the prices there. So 10 acrylic markers, light pencil, drawstring bag, they're counting that as a product, I guess. Sketch pad, this row magazine, blank cards. Just no prices. Because they really used to make a point out of it, like, look how much you're saving. So yeah, that makes me curious. So you shake your pen, and it gives an example of what happens if you don't shake it, which is good. And you can refill them. When your pens run out, don't worry, they can be easily refilled. Simply unscrew the head of the pen counterclockwise, pour your acrylic refill into the shaft. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's very cool. That's good to know. Refill with a different colour. Yeah, I guess the hard part would be getting the exact colour, especially because from what I can see, they haven't put any colour names on here. So when that's empty, for example, if I'm going in just with this colour, that's quite different to that. I don't know, it seems weird to not put the names on of the colours if they're refillable. Some basic tutorials, light to dark. I think they'll definitely be fun to play around with. I'm pleased to have a set of these pens because I was going to get them anyway. I wonder if I would have been paying more than £30 to get a set of 10 Posca pens. I'm going to look into that afterwards. It's cool. So it looks like you can do lots of fun, colourful things with these. Obviously you can skip ahead if you're not interested in seeing the contents of this mag. Just giving a quick flick through. I think they are pretty comprehensive. They are decent magazines. Just feel like there's something missing from this box. Maybe just a few more pens would have been good, like a set of 15, including a black even, or just kind of, yeah, something else. But as I said, yeah, I haven't looked into the pricing of other things at this point, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, even some of these tutorials look pretty fun to try and replicate, and I imagine I will do. It looks like you can even decorate old trainers and stuff if you want to, which is a fun idea. On glass. So yeah, they're very versatile, which is cool. So that is the magazine. So yeah, I apologise I'm not doing a more in-depth look into the pens. Sadly just don't have the time to flood all the nibs at the moment and then do a bit of a demonstration. But as I said, if anyone's interested, I can certainly do that afterwards another time. But yeah, so let's kind of put that to the side. We've got our magazine, the 10 pens in a pouch, it's quite a mini sketch pad compared to usual. Maybe it's because it's pens, so it doesn't stretch as far like paint would. But then even in the marker pens, it was a bigger one. Anyway, the blank cards and a pencil. So yeah, I'm happy with it, and I'm excited to play around with them for sure. Maybe I'll feel a bit more invigorated when I've read the magazine properly as well. So I'm pleased I got it. It just feels like they've stopped doing something. Whether it's the presentation, whether it's the contents, it just feels like something's kind of gone with Artful. I don't know if anyone knows what I mean. But yeah, do let me know your thoughts. As always, I love hearing from you down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this box. Let me know if you feel similarly about Artful. But yeah, that is all from me. It doesn't help that I'm absolutely boiling. I'm sweating right now. But yes, I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.